Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding an individual that I picked up at a recent race. This, of course, is Koralle Brutalis. And Koralle is a legendary who is Earth, and is also from the sea, obviously. Has very big into family, of course, is an adventurer, and is part of a temporary book. Unfortunately, there is a lock ruin slot, but we do have a deal going right now for half price. So if this individual pans out the way I believe it's going to, then we're going to be unlocking that one. In the meantime, this little one is into family and wants to find a home. So we're going to find a home. It's a very popular spot these days. Okay. Okay, he went from, like, cute to, like, not cute really quickly. And I'm just, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to assume it is a he, even though I have no evidence to the contrary. Okay, so he's there somewhere. Okay, he's hopping around there. He's enjoying himself. Let's see. This is, okay, maybe it's not a he. Okay, am I supposed to take some kind of symbolism from the name? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. This is Koralle Brutalis. He is a legendary. He is Earth. He has a new trait that I'm aware of. It's new. This is a taunt one, where he will receive all single target attacks directed at his group. This has been a skill in the past, but he has it as a trait. Very, very powerful indeed. Very tank orientated. Let's take a look at some stats here. The strength is pretty good. Life is enormous. And speed is not terrible considering we're talking about a tank here. So let's look at some skills. All right, we have that. Typhoon deals low physical damage. And we're not going to do that, please tell me we're not going to do that. And we have Aquatic Vortex. Deals moderate earth damage to one enemy. And of course, that really interesting special skill. Koralle Barrier Reef. Heals by 100% and removes all negative status effects from itself. Applies Mega Taunt to itself. And that's for 3 turns. Alright, Mega Taunt is different from regular taunt. Regular taunt means that if a single target attack is directed at anyone in your group, you're going to get it. Mega Taunt means that if a group attack is directed at your group in addition to the single target, you're going to get all of the hits. So if somebody does an attack against all of the members of your group, you're going to get 3 times the damage. That's assuming there's actually 3 standing at the time. So great protection, but boy, you better have a lot of health to survive that. The war between Varuna and Cavenfish has had a negative impact on the ocean in general, but especially on the seabed and its coral reefs, which are being destroyed by lost bombs from pirate ships. Tired of the situation, Koralle Brutalis is ready to protect the reefs and also fight back. Yes, go beat up Varuna and Cavenfish. I'm completely in favor of that. Especially if they're destroying the oceans. How dare they? I mean, it's not like they live in the oceans or anything. Wait a minute, they do. So they should probably take a little care there, you know? Okay, so he's a little guy. He's going to defend the ocean, so we better feed him up. I don't know if you get tomatoes down there in the coral reef, but, you know, that's kind of what I got. So let's get you going up to your final evolution. Yeah, the cuteness just vanishes really quick there, doesn't it? So do the eyes. Are they under there? Okay, he doesn't want me talking about his eyes. Alrighty, I can understand that. So let's continue, because I want to see... Okay, I don't know what the maze coins and stuff. Let's get this going. Alright. Gorgonian Grab. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, 50% chance of applying stun. Okay, so that's a good way to start. He's going to be doing some stun. Always a useful thing. Alright, let's continue to level 10. More skills. Atoll Abat. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, 50% chance of applying damage reduction. Okay, not my favorite thing, but if it gets mixed in with other things, it can be okay. By the way, that's a second special damage attack. Just thought I'd mention that. Alright, so let's continue to level 15. Another skill. Underwater Maelstrom. Deals moderate earth damage to one enemy, 50% chance of applying quicksands. Okay, now I like quicksands. I really like quicksands. Why don't we just put quicksands right up here? Just for the heck of it. Alright, so let's continue. We got the pieces. We're getting some pieces of some good skills. So let's continue to level 20. More skills. Constricting Staghorn. 50% chance of applying stun to one enemy. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies. Oh, okay, so you direct this at one individual. You have a 50% chance of applying stun to them, but you're going to do damage to everybody else anyway. All right, I'm going to put that in the first spot. I can't imagine keeping that, but I figure I'll just throw it there for now. All right, so let's continue. 225, another skill. Underwater Sand Dune. Deals moderate earth damage to one enemy, applies quicksands and daze to one enemy. 1 round cooldown. That's actually not so bad. All right, where do we have that one? This is the one right here. This is the one that was doing the quicksands, right? All right, so we're good. It's obviously an upgrade. Feel free to throw more things into that for further upgrades. Okay, so let's continue to level 30. Another skill. Diploria Diminish. Deals moderate earth damage to one enemy, applies damage reduction to one enemy. Okay, well, obviously it's an upgrade of that one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but then again, I haven't seen the final skills now, have I? All right, and we should be getting close to that. There's probably only like 3 left. Who knows, maybe 4. Let's see. Let's get to level 35. Brutalis Barrier. Applies damage reduction to all enemies. Applies Mega Taunt to itself. Obviously, this is bread and butter right there. It's an interesting combo where you have the Mega Taunt and you're reducing damage of the enemies. Considering they're all going to be hitting him, it sounds like a really good idea. I think that has to go in the first spot, considering that is basically the defining one. And you know what I'm seeing here? I didn't notice until just now. Mega Taunt lasts for 3 turns and it's a 2-round cooldown, so you can keep that going perpetually forever. Until you're dead, of course, because you're getting 3 rounds of attacks if somebody uses a group attack. All right, I got to put that in the front because that's the defining skill there. Yeah. All right, so let's continue to level 40. More skills. Elkhorn Ambush. Deals heavy earth damage to one enemy. Applies stun to all enemies. Okay, that's good. Obviously, it's an upgrade of that one. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Because why not? And it's a 1-round cooldown, too. Wow, that's not bad. That's a pretty good skill right there. It certainly helps reduce the damage you're taking, right? If you stun everybody else. All right, so let's continue to level 45. Constricting Staghorn. Do I want to keep that one? I mean, it does do damage to all, but it doesn't really do a lot of damage, and he's not a damage dealer. All right, I think I prefer it. I prefer Constricting Staghorn over this one. I just, even though it's a decent hit, I mean, this is a better hit right there, and it's every other turn. I just think this one might be more useful situationally. It does help that it's actually special damage, too. All right, I don't know if there's going to be any more. There might be. We just got to repeat, so we'll see. Okay. Dendrophila Decline. I'm hoping I'm not keeping that one. Oh, it looks like I am. Deals moderate earth damage to all enemies. Applies quicksand and daze to all enemies. That is a 1-round cooldown. All right, so I absolutely do not need this anymore. It's the same damage. I mean, literally, there is no reason why I need that skill anymore. Because, I mean, this is a group version. It's a little bit more stamina. Same cooldown. There's literally no reason why I'd want the old one. Wow, he's got some really good stuff. Very, very good stuff here. And I would be shocked beyond comprehension if he had anything else. So let's just continue. We'll get to 60 and just to make sure. All right, no. And finally, level 60. All right, and yeah, I mean, that's a great skill, but he's got a group version of it. It does the same damage, and it's got a 1-round cooldown. All right, and let's take a look at some stats here now. The strength isn't bad. Strength's not bad at all. It's pretty good. The life is enormous. At 100 and above, actually at 105, I mean, at 105, that's going to be a lot of health. And the speed isn't terrible considering you're talking about a tank here, you know? So that's not bad at all. All right, I just wanted to check quickly. I'm pretty sure that we got everything right. That's the single target damage reduction. That's the one, the single target quicksands and days. Yeah, we got everything. I just wanted to very quickly look at that. Okay, this guy is really good. Really good. And I'm still calling him a guy even though that name came through. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle that. We're going to have to see. This might be another rocket situation. I don't know. We're going to have to see about that. What is the opinions on that? All right, so let's see. Let's talk about the skills that I selected. And I think that I pretty much nailed all the ones you're going to pick. There's not a lot of should you have picked this one or that one. I think these are pretty clear. Let's start with the big one. This is Brutalis Barrier. Applies damage reduction to all enemies. Applies Mega Taunt to itself. All right, now he's got Taunt as his trait. But this, of course, is Mega Taunt. And as I described, it protects the entire group from group attacks. He gets all of them. Now, the thing about it is this skill gives you, of course, a 3 rounds of Mega Taunt, and it's got a 2-round cooldown. And it's pretty low in the stamina, too. It's only a 21 stamina. So you could perpetually keep this going the entire time. I mean, you could be Mega Taunting for the entire battle, assuming you survive, because you are going to be taking 3 times the hits. But you are also going to be giving 2 rounds of damage reduction. It's only 25%, but when everybody's attacking you, it's not bad. It is not bad at all. So that obviously is his defining skill, right? There are some who have the Mega Taunt in other ways, but right here, you can just keep that perpetually going. All right, next we have Decline. It's Decline, right? Deals moderate earth damage to all enemies, applies quicksands and daze to all enemies. Okay, this is enormously powerful right here. Because it's moderate earth damage, it's middle around moderate damage, but it also gives quicksands and then daze on top of that. So quicksands is going to be a torture effect. It goes for 4 turns, but the skill's got a 1-round cooldown, so you could easily keep them all on quicksands. And the stamina's not too bad, too. 36, it's not too bad. And daze, it's going to reduce their power, so again, they're going to do less damage, and also give them an accuracy debuff. So that's a nice throw-in. If it was just daze, I would say, that's not really very good. But you throw daze in along with quicksands, and that's pretty powerful right there. Especially since, again, you can do it every other round. But then again, why would you want to do it every round? Well, you can also throw in this. This is Elkhorn Ambush. Deals heavy earth damage to one enemy, applies stun to all enemies. So you're going to hit one thing really hard and possibly stun everybody else. This, of course, will take care of that whole I'm being hit by everything thing, right? So this is actually really good right here. It's hard to say what you want to lead with. I guess it would have to be situationally. Would you want to stun them first? Or would you want to do Mega Stun? Would you want to Mega Taunt yourself, I'm saying. So this definitely right there, you have a whole combo right there. You don't need anything else. But we actually do have another skill. And this is Constricting Staghorn. Okay, it's a 50% chance of applying stun to one enemy and then deals moderate special damage to all enemies. Okay, so this is the only one of the skills that I selected that does special damage. Now, this is kind of a throw-in. I can see in a situation, maybe like 2 guys are like really low in health and you just want to finish them off. Yeah, this is good. You also might get another stun going, but you know, you're going to be stunning everybody every round, every other round anyway, and then they're going to have like protection from it, immunity from it. So, I mean, this is useful. It might be useful. But let's face it, you're going to be doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then coming back over here. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to be doing. It really doesn't matter what this skill is, because you're probably not going to use it much. Situationally, like I said, it might be useful, but you're really going to be using the other skills. I mean, it's a good one to have, but like I said, you're going to be using the other skills. And great skills they are. This is a very, very interesting character right here. You got to lead with this one because it's the Mega Taunt, right? I mean, you got to lead with that one. And he has the Taunt in the first place as a trait. So it's not like he's not defending his team from the beginning. It's just he won't be defending against group attacks until he does this one. Now, I think it's going to be pretty clear that this individual is going to be taking a lot of hits and has a great life to start with. But you're going to want some big old healths on this. You know, you might just go 3 health right across the board. You know, I'm thinking that because the thing is, this one is going to get really hammered. If somebody comes at it with a big group attack, he's going to take all 3 of those. So, yeah, I mean, you might want to consider just health right across the board. You could throw something else in if you wanted to, but you know, the thing about it is if he dies, he's useless. So that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of, I mean, he's going to be slower than other creatures. I mean, his speed isn't so bad. I mean, you may want to throw an extra one on him too, a speed on him or something. Or maybe you want to throw a damage on him because he does do pretty good damage there. But you know, a lot of the damage is going to be done by the dots, the quicksands running all the time. And also he's going to be stunning as well, so he's got some denial in there. So really nice little package here. But me, myself, I'm just thinking lots and lots of health. Because, yeah, I mean, you know, in some cases you might want to like use somebody else to have him go first. I mean, you might want to use, say, a Cloud or a Demise just to say, you go first to put the Mega Stun down. Pardon me, I keep saying that. The Mega Taunt down. So, I mean, that would be a kind of a denial because you'd be doing protection then because nobody could hit the other 2 individuals. So, anyway, this is somebody I definitely like to test, but unfortunately his testing video is going to be quite a ways down the road. Not too long. We already have like 2 individuals who are going to be in there, and the 3rd one is probably going to get hatched tomorrow. So anyway, this is Koralle Brutalis, and he's pretty amazing. Probably the best tank that I've seen. Probably followed just behind a really well specced out tanky Neobuki. But I would give this one definitely the nod. I think the trait sells it because you're just instantly taunting from the beginning of the fight. So anyway, I think that's going to be it. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.